Hello. I've just been thinking about how I need something in my life, or I need a goal, or just something to do. It could be a hobby, or um, work, or something that I have to do every day. Since I really stopped really making art a priority or caring much about like doing artwork, I realised I need to replace it with something. I still do it, but it's a weird kind of. I've been doing it for quite a while, and it's a sort of momentum, or sort of a habit. I still have to do some at the moment because it's my only source of income. Um, but when I find a job, I'm taking a break, a long break probably. Um, I've just I've had a book cover to do for an author this last few weeks, so I've been a bit busy. So I still have to do it, but it's kind of artwork's not really a priority for me at the moment. But I think you sort of need something in your life to be working on. Well, at least I do. Um, I'm not really kind of like depressed in general. I mean, I have social anxiety and anxiety, but they aren't the same thing as depression. When I stopped kind of like worrying about getting better at art so much, and just started, I thought about what to do, and I just ended up watching a lot of YouTube videos, listening to music, TV. It started to feel like there was something missing, like a hole in my life. I mean, it's all right to have this sort of entertainment, but you can't do it all the time because there's no fulfillment from it. I mean, a few months ago, I tried to quit smoking cold turkey. I ended up going onto vaping instead of smoking proper cigarettes. I'm still vaping, but not smoking cigarettes. But when I went cold turkey, I ended up going, I think, about 3 weeks. I scheduled like some time off doing freelance work. I bought a few games, and I just thought, I'll just take a little holiday. I'll play some games, and that'll help with quitting. But gaming in really kind of productive. Um, it feels like I'm stagnating, or my life is getting worse when I just like game all the time. I think left for a few weeks without something to do and just the opportunity for to just do entertainment. Um, I think genuinely I could find myself quite depressed. Um, at the moment, right now, I've sort of filled the void with exercise. I'm working out, not just exercise, but kind of learning about the science behind it, nutrition, learning how to do it with proper form. Um, I'm sort of weird like that, where I kind of, when I start to learn something or start to do something new, I like to learn everything about it. It's same with everything, whether I play a new game or anything. I do a lot of research. At the moment, I work on strength 3 days and do cardio on the other days. I'm still meditating and still doing art. Um, I think that'll be enough to keep me occupied until I sort of find a job. And I think it's kind of important it keeps me mentally healthy. Um, with depression, though, I'm not sure I completely understand it. I mean, a lot of people aren't depressed. It says something like to depressed people, I'll just pick up a hobby, or start doing something you enjoy. But as far as I'm aware, one of the major indicators for depression is not being able to do or having the motivation to do things you enjoy. Um, so I suppose if you are genuinely depressed already, it makes it quite difficult to do those things to kind of pull yourself out of it. I suppose I should count myself lucky, as at the moment I've got the motivation to kind of keep myself busy. I've sort of been one other thing, I've sort of been thinking about what I want to do more long term. Something I really need to make a decision on. I'm going to need a job, any job, short term. But I want to try and use this I've sort of accepted the failure of kind of art career. And I sort of want to use it as a kind of opportunity instead of dwelling on the failure to change careers or change the direction of my life. I think short term I'm probably going to end up doing some sort of like customer facing jobs, which I hate and I know I can't do long term. I just can't do it for a serious length of time. Dealing with a lot of people, customers, is too draining and brings me too much anxiety. So I'm not cut out to be happy in a job like that long term. So I sort of need to do something different. I've kind of been thinking about learning a trade. I thought about maybe plastering. I've been looking on job sites and it seems like there's demand for it. I think I could do it as a job. Potentially I wouldn't be dealing with a lot of people, probably just the team I'm working with. It would cost quite a bit to train, probably upwards of £1,000. So I'll have to do a bit of saving. But it should be realistic to do with in, say, a year. I think so. I'll have to do more research on that. And potentially it'd allow me to go back into being self-employed in the future, which is something I really like. I like not having a boss and the freedom that comes with it. Because I spent quite a lot of time over the past 10 years. I've sort of done jobs and then I ended up quitting them because I can't keep going just due to anxiety. And when I've had jobs, I've sort of saved quite a bit because I'm used to being quite frugal with what I'm spending. And I've gone on little trips, sort of like I got the train across America. I've been to a lot of different countries. I went all down nearly to every country in Europe, just like on my own travelling. I'll probably do a video on that in the future, but when you're self-employed, it allows you to do something like that because you can basically take 5 or 6 weeks off work and go travelling as long as you've got the money saved. So that's something I want to keep in my life. That's it, I think, for today. I'll see you later.